In this overview, we'll show you the highlights of getting started setting up your application. Before you begin, consider the scope of your application and decide what data to include and how it should be organized. Then create your application, specifying data such as start year, period hierarchy, default currency, and foreign currencies. And then review the provided features. The application is created with pre-built content for the options that you chose. Define your metadata by creating the dimensions and members for your book accounts, entities, scenarios, currencies, permanent and temporary differences, and movements. The account dimension will show the differences between your book and tax reporting. Open the library to review the dashboards, reports, and forms that are provided to determine if you'll need to create custom content. For example, will you need to create forms for reporting requirements, for direct data entry, or for supplemental data and provision packages? Next, use Oracle My Cloud Services to implement security and to create and provision users or groups. 4 security roles are provided that you can assign to grant users and groups access to the data and capabilities that they need. Assign the System Administrator role to grant read and write access and the ability to update application data, including metadata, for all entities. Assign the Power User role to grant read and write access, the ability to run tax automations for entities, and the ability to import data into entities. Assign the User role to grant read and write access, and the ability to update entity-specific forms. Assign the Viewer role to grant read-only access. You'll continue to use My Services to maintain users and groups to reflect new hires, transfers, and terminations. Now you're ready to prepare for a provision close cycle by updating your metadata to include new tax or book accounts and entities, performing rollovers to copy tax rates, exchange rates, and automation rules from last period to this period, and using Close Manager to create the schedule, tasks, and assignments for entering and publishing book and tax data. Then process the tax close by extracting data from the general ledger and importing it into the application as a flat file, along with any supplemental data and any new tax rates or exchange rates. Last, calculate and manage your tax provision for all periods and extract data to create a tax journal entry. In this overview, we showed you how to prepare your application and how to perform the basic steps to determine your tax provision. To learn more, visit cloud.oracle.com.